Hi, boys and girls. We're going to do some practice on simple and compound interest, which is what we talked about in class today. First, let me give a shout out to Erin for helping me clean up and organize my classroom without even me having to ask her for it on Friday, and for finding that wonderful surprise of glue. I'll have to keep a better job of cleaning up after our students more often, so thank you, Erin. All right, here we go. Number 1. How much total money would you pay if you borrowed $1,600 for 1.5 years at 16% simple interest? Remember, our simple interest formula is I equals PRT. I is just the interest. P is the principal or original amount. R is the interest rate as a decimal. And T is the time in years. Let's go ahead and plug your numbers in. And then remember, if it's the total amount, what do we need to do at the end to get our final answer? Number 2. Kent put $8,500 into an 18-month CD. The simple interest rate is 3.25%. How much money will Kent earn in interest? So our simple interest formula is I equals PRT. Again, remember the I is just the interest. P is the original amount, the principal. R is our rate as a decimal. And T is our time in years. Time can only be in years when you put it into the formula. You can't have months, you can't have weeks, days. It has to be in years for time. Think about that carefully. Make sure, remember, even if your percent has a decimal in it, that's not the number that goes in our formula. You have to divide that by 100, move the decimal point twice to the left. Let's again try that answer. Okay, number 3. Tia saved her $9,000 in a CD at 4.25% interest compounded annually to go on a month-long vacation with her family. How much money will she have at the end of 2.5 years? So this is compound interest. Our formula is A equals P, in parentheses, 1 plus R to the power of T. This is a plus sign. All right, so remember, A is the total amount. P is the principal or original amount, number 1, plus R is the rate as a decimal. And T, our exponent, is the time in years. Okay, and how much money, so that we're asking for the total amount, which is what our formula gives us. So after you plug in, there's nothing extra you need to do here. And number 4, Katie bought a new sports car for $28,500. She financed her car for 6 years at 6.75% compounded annually. How much will she end up paying for interest on her car? So our compound interest is A equals P, parentheses, 1 plus R to the power of T. A is the total amount that she pays. So now after we use our formula, think about what do we have to do with this total amount and our principal to get the amount of interest. So something with the total amount and the principal to get our interest. R is the rate as a decimal, T is the time in years. Go ahead and try that one. And bring your answers tomorrow or submit them, and I will go over them. We're almost at Turkey Day. Yay! See you tomorrow.